The only way Dokkan is going to get me to hand over my wallet is if they drop a Dragon Ball Z, specifically, okay? I don't want Dragon Ball Super, a Dragon Ball Z Broly, my favorite character in all of Dragon Ball, alright? If you want to question me, go ahead in the comment section below, but I said what I said. Now, they could drop him either for Saiyan Day or for the Global First that we usually get before the anniversary. Either one works for me. Actually, I would really appreciate Saiyan Day because that's like the other one, the Global First would be way too close to the anniversary and I want to have, you know, time to farm up and save a lot more stones. But anyways, that's besides the point. Please, a transforming Dragon Ball Z Broly. Please, alright? In this video, I'm going to go over my idea and basically interpretation of how a Dragon Ball Z Broly should work. Also, like some banner ideas and EZA ideas for other units and stuff like that. So, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but let's hop straight into it. So, first things first, he's going to start off as base form Broly. And before I even hop in, I just want to say this. I am going to give this man defense. Not only that, I'm going to make him extremely OP. You say why? Because this is, look. MUI Goku, alright? Evolution Blue Vegeta. You know, like, Dokkan is at a point where they're releasing extremely powerful top tier units. And Broly, like, when I'm playing, dude, there is no Broly in the game that I really feel like I'm playing with Broly. The only moment I really feel like I'm playing with a Broly in the game is when the Tech LR Broly gets his active skill off. That's literally it. Besides that, I don't feel like I'm playing with the Broly. And I want to have that experience, dude. So, let's hop straight into my idea for Broly. Movie bosses and target Goku category key +4 and 150% to all stats, so buffing 2 existing categories already. For his 12 key, he greatly lowers enemies' defense, and then for his 18 key, he greatly lowers enemies' attack and defense. Passive skill, attack and defense 120% at the start of turn. Key +3 and attack and defense +60%. And reduces damage received by 10% when facing a super class enemy. Of course, this makes sense because he only faced super class enemies in both movies. Key +3 and reduces damage received by an additional 10% when facing a Goku's family category enemy. So that's a very strong ability there. So if you're let's say you're in Legendary Goku event, right? He's getting attack and defense +180%, 6 key and 20% damage reduction. Tell me who's touching this Broly. Maybe MUI Goku in the Legendary Goku event, right? But other than that, at this base form Broly, you can't, like, this, he just doesn't take damage. Again, granted you're facing a super class enemy, and granted you're facing a super class, or I don't even know what I just said, but super class and a Goku's family category enemy. So this guy is going to be sort of dependent on that, alright? And then attack and defense +10% in addition when performing an ultra super attack when all allies within the team are in the movie bosses or target Goku category. So as long as, you know, you have like Turles and stuff like that, like imagine the LR Turles, Bojack, all that stuff, you have them on the team. As long as the whole team consists of that, then you're going to be good to go. And as long as you get the 18 key, as long as you get the 18 key, I'm trying to talk way too fast, but as long as you get the 18 key, you have a small attack and defensive buff. And then he has transformation conditions starting from the next attacking turn after receiving 3 attacks. So Jiren has an active skill after 5 attacks received. I know Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has an active skill after 4 attacks are received. This guy, as long as he gets 3 attacks, it's instant restricted Super Saiyan, and boom, here's the art. I mean, it doesn't have to be this exact art, and sorry for the quality of this. I couldn't really find a really good HD render, but yes, this will be the next form of Broly, restricted Super Saiyan, blue hair Super Saiyan, whatever the heck you want to call it. For his 12 key, he is going to massively lower defense for all enemies. And then for his 18 key, I meant to put attack and defense there, but he massively lowers attack and defense to the enemy. So just keep that in mind. Very, very strong super attack ability in my opinion. So he gets attack and defense +160% at the start of turn. Key +3 and attack and defense +80% and reduces damage received by 20% when facing a super class enemy. So of course, dude, it's imperative. I just called you guys dude, even though, like, I feel like I'm talking to someone, but I'm not. I mean, technically talking to you guys, but you get the point. Anyways, it's imperative that you run this guy against a super class enemy. If not, all you really have is attack and defense plus 60%, which is still good. Like, don't get me wrong, that's still very strong for a Broly. And then the additional, you know, attack when performing an Ultra Super attack. But as long as you're facing a super class enemy and a Goku's family enemy, this guy is going to be insane. So that's kind of like the trade-off here. He's not going to be OP everywhere, but he still is going to be very strong and very OP, right? So then another Ki plus 3 and reduces damage received by an additional 20% when facing a Goku's family category enemy. Attack and defense plus 20% when performing an Ultra Super attack, when all enemies, or all allies, sorry, are within the movie bosses or target Goku category. So, if you're a Legendary Goku event, or any event with Goku, this guy gets attack and defense plus 240%, 6 Ki, and 40% damage reduction. Alright, so you're at a point where he is not taking damage anywhere. I know that he's tech, but even in the Legendary Goku event, 240% defense, 40% damage reduction, I don't think anyone is touching this guy. I really don't think. And if you get the Ultra Super attack as well, the additional 20% defense is literally just GG's, right? And then he has an active skill, Transform, starting from the next attacking turn after receiving 3 additional attacks. So, this one, I want it to be an active skill, but it doesn't have to be an active skill. Well, okay, what does that even mean? I was thinking about taking the active skill thing off. I like having the active skill trended. You know what? No, we're leaving it on there. It's going to be an active skill because this next form is incredibly powerful, but there is a defensive trade-off. You're like, yo, Mr. Baby, I thought you said you were going to give Broly defense. Just hear me out, okay? Hear me out. So, here we have the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. This is where he becomes just a monster, like an absolute monster, but there is a defensive trade-off for sure. Attack plus 240% at the start of turn. Okay, so again, one of the biggest attack buffs we've ever seen, just immediately like that. Nullifies all damage received for 6 turns after transforming. 6 turns translates to 3 attacking turns, right? So for those 3 attacking turns, or for 6 turns, this Broly he just can't get hit. He's not dodging anything, but he's basically sucking up all the damage. The same way you guys suck your fingers after eating a really good, bag of chips. That's exactly what this Broly is doing. You know what I'm saying? And then reduces damage received by 30% starting from the 7th turn. So, here, there is no super class or Goku's family restriction simply because he has no defense at the start of turn. So, after 6 turns of nullifying, damage, he gets 30% damage reduction infinitely, which is not the greatest because, again, he does not have defense at the start of turn. So 30% damage reduction, he can still get hit extremely hard, like even like 400, 500k, especially in the God of Destruction event that JP has right now, right? So I'm admitting to you, it's not the greatest. However, if you're facing a super class enemy, he gets 6 Ki and guards against all attacks, which is very powerful. If you're facing a Goku's family enemy, an additional 6 Ki and reduces damage received by an additional 30%. So if you're in the Legendary Goku event, this guy gets 60% damage reduction and he guards. That's why, like, 60% damage reduction and guarding, I think he will take double. I think this Broly will easily take double digits from MUI Goku and Legendary Goku event from normals. From super attacks, he might take 70, not 70, I'd say like around 90 to 150k, which is still not bad for a tag Broly. It's really not that bad. And that's why it's an active skill, because in the form before, you're not taking damage regardless, right? But if you want to feel the presence of Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, boom, this is what you have to do. So let me know what you guys think, but we're not done yet, because when this Broly drops, I want him to drop alongside a physical Paragus. Now, physical Paragus, this art right here is from Dragon Ball Super, but just pretend for a second that it's actually from Dragon Ball Z, okay? I want him to lead the Revenge category Ki plus 4 and 120% to all stats. He greatly stacks defense, causes immense damage to enemy, and raises all allies attack and defense by 20% for 1 turn. So him stacking defense greatly, by the way, okay? And then him getting attack and defense with 20% for all allies makes the tag Broly just a monster. You can imagine that, right? And since he's greatly stacking defense, you want to put him in that first slot. He's not going to take damage. He's going to make sure that the Broly you have right next to him, or you should have right next to him at least, is gaining an additional attack and defense plus 20%. His passive skill, high chance of stunning all enemies upon entering attacking turn for 2 turns once only. So the moment that activates, boom. It's basically over, especially in SPR, Extreme SPR. I wanted to cater both of these units to SBR and Extreme SBR. So if we go back for a quick second, this guy right here is going to work exceptionally well in SBR, especially including the super class, or when you're facing super class enemies in SBR. But this guy, with that high chance to stun, it's done. It's literally just done, okay? And then attack and defense plus 100% at the start of turn. Performs a guaranteed critical hit when there is an ally whose name includes Broly on the same attacking turn. So you want to use Broly, and you want to use... No. You want to use Broly, yeah, Broly and Paragus on the same turn. Like, you want to run them together, okay? Then he gives all allies Keep +1 and defense plus 30%. Which, by the way, is still very, very, like, that defense plus 30% is making sure Broly, in that legendary Super Saiyan form, has even more defense to play around with. That's why I gave him this. Then all allies Keep +1 and defense plus 30%. In addition, HP drops below 50%. So let's say you're at 30% HP in the Legendary let's say Legendary Goku event. This guy in the first slot is giving 60% defense to Broly. He also, when attacking, really stacks defense, so you want to give him additionals. He's also giving attack and defense plus 20% on super attack. So if he gets 2 super attacks, that's 40% defense and 60% defense from his passive. 100% defense to Broly, who's also going to have 60% damage reduction and guarding. So, like, you guys get the point. Like, that's why I wanted these units to work very, 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 very well together. All right, but we're not done just yet, because I made like a little banner idea here. So we have the new Broly here, we got the Paragus, and I think this could easily be one of the best banners in Dokkan history, simply because of the amount of featured units that are here, which is literally 6 units. Like, there's 6 feature units, 2 new units and 4 old. When I say old, I'm saying 4 existing units that already obviously exist in the game. So 2 new units, you got the Broly, Paragus, then Wrathful Broly, which is still very good, AGO Bardock, which is still very good, Physical Broly, which is still very good, and this EZA Broly that does stack infinitely. I need more copies of him, so that's why I specifically put him on this banner. But this banner right here, to me, is like a dream banner. You got 4 Brolys on here, Bardock, which I really need, and a new Paragus. Okay, but we're not done yet, because I wanted to give an EZA to an existing Broly. All right. Yes, this is not even the Broly celebration. You know what this is? This is the Mr. Baby celebration. All right. Anyways, we have this physical Super Saiyan 3 Broly. As of right now, he gives all types Ki +2 and 30% to stats. No, to attack and defense, not even HP. Cause supreme damage to enemy, and then Ki +3 and attack +70% at the start of turn, which is not that bad. It's really not that bad, but I definitely made him a lot better. So now he gets, or gives, Ki +4 and 77% to all stats. Very solid. Raises attack and defense infinitely. Another Broly who stacks attack and defense and causes immense damage to enemy. So, listen, dude. This is not the Broly celebration. This is the Mr. Baby celebration, alright? Ki +3 and attack +70% at the start of turn. So basically, all I did was just give him defense at the start of turn. Attack and defense +70% when performing a super attack, which is, again, very strong. And then Ki +3 and performs a guaranteed crit when facing a super class enemy. This guy can be very, 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 very strong, okay? Because he is stacking attack and defense. He is getting a hefty amount of attack and defense at the start of turn, which is making him very, very, very powerful, right? So the fact that he stacks on top of what he already does, you only need like a few turns, and this guy is going to be looking very good offensively and defensively, and he's performing a critical hit. So, like, dude, this is my dream celebration. Dokkan, please make this happen, and you will, without a doubt, empty my wallets. This is all you need to do. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.